My name is Claire. I was 22 years old when this happened. I had just moved into a small apartment in the city. It was cheap, quiet, and perfect for me. At least, that's what I thought. The place was old. The wallpaper was torn, the floors creaked, and the light bulbs flickered as if they were tired of working. Still, I told myself I was lucky. Living alone was my dream. But from the very first day, there was one thing that disturbed me, the narrow door at the end of the hallway. The landlord had brushed it off quickly, saying, "Just a storage room," but the way he avoided my eyes made me uneasy. The door was locked, and even when the whole apartment was warm, cold air leaked from underneath it. On my very first night, as I tried to sleep, I heard knocking. Slow, steady, deliberate. My heart raced. I told myself it was pipes or the neighbors, but the sound was too clear. It came from that door. The second night, it was worse. The knocks came again, louder this time, followed by a whisper that froze my blood. "Claire," it called my name. I froze in bed, shivering. No one knew me here. No one should know my name. Terrified, I shoved a chair against the door and tried to sleep. But at exactly 3 in the morning, I woke to the sound of metal scraping. The lock was turning, slowly, from the inside. Something was trying to come out. I ran, pressing my weight against the door, begging whatever was behind it to stop. And then, silence. The kind of silence that makes your skin crawl. In the morning, I convinced myself it was a dream. But when I walked to the hallway, my blood turned cold. The chair had been pushed aside. The door was standing wide open. Inside, there was nothing but a tall, cracked mirror. I wiped the dust with trembling hands, and what I saw nearly made me collapse. It wasn't my reflection. It was a woman. Pale skin, long black hair, hollow eyes. She stood behind me. I spun around. No one was there. But in the mirror, she smiled. That night, things grew worse. Shadows moved across the walls. The whisper followed me everywhere. Sometimes it was laughter, sometimes crying. Once, I woke to find the mirror standing in my bedroom, though I had shut the storage room door. She appeared more often now, not just in the mirror, but in windows, in dark corners, by my bed. Every time I prayed, every time I begged, she only came closer. Finally, desperate, I went to the landlord. "You knew," I said. "There's something in that room." His face turned pale. "You should never have opened it," he whispered. "It wasn't locked to keep you out. It was locked to keep her in." He told me the truth. Years ago, a woman had lived there. Lonely, broken, and obsessed with the mirror. One day, she ended her life in front of it. Since then, every tenant had heard the whispers, the knocks, the cries. Some had disappeared. The landlord kept it locked, hoping no one would open it again. But I had. And now, she was free. On my last night, I packed my bags, ready to run. But when I walked into the hallway, the door was gone. In its place, the entire wall had become a mirror. And in it, I saw not one reflection, but two, myself, and her. She placed her cold hand on my shoulder from inside the glass, and slowly, my reflection began to smile back at me, even though my lips weren't moving. That was the last thing I remember before everything went black. They say no one lasts long in that apartment. The next tenant will probably hear the knocking too, maybe the whisper, maybe my voice this time. Because now, I am part of the mirror. Some doors are locked for a reason. Curiosity can be dangerous, and not everything hidden should be uncovered. Sometimes, the scariest prisons are the ones we open ourselves. If you liked this story, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.